track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Chicago Bears. On the Tampa sideline, head coach Todd Bowles. Those guys finally got off the schneid a week ago, now sitting at 1-3 on the year. On the other side, the head coach of the Bears, Ben Johnson. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this week. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 40 yards there on second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
This now a 3rd and 4. He'll get this into the hands of the do zone. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. At the 19-yard line. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is doing.
Nice after
last week's game. Boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one too low. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Shamar Turner with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Personal foul. Roughing a kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, accuser bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
2nd and 7.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down.
Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
They'll set
6.
up to throw. He's got his man. That's a Dunze. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Second and 10 at the Buccaneers 39-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, Dulce wide open. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's another.
We're scoreless after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Now a first and 10 at the 11. As they've got it as we resume action. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
It's second and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 4. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he won't get close. Only a yard, fourth and 3.
It's fourth down.
They'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup at 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now a third and 6.
Brings up third and 6.
He'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback would be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there, with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running flag, and it paid off handsomely.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 47-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, normally the guys over the nose of the center don't get a whole lot of glory, do they? I mean, they have to occupy guys, let the linebackers run free and make plays. But that was a nice individual effort there.
And he blew it up pretty deep in the backfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
13.
They'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
They'll fake it on a jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
It's a gain of 8.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
That's another Bears first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now here's a carry heading left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State. And Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Landover, the Commanders at home to take on their rivals, the New York Football Giants. And this is the Giants wideout. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Giants move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is the Titans running back. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down to about the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
looking to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
It's now
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Oh, nice move at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good. First down. Again, 12.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Now they try the right side here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won two straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Roma Dunze, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bucs ready to take over once again. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
48-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. A quick throw, but incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Tucker will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score
That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Gets around him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
One back in the back. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Buccaneers.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A pass complete to Odunze. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure, and he's taken down. The Bears sack. DJ Waddle got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
At the 45-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Montez Sweat with a tackle. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to have a Bucs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, it totally was. I thought they'd go with his back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They come up now on 2nd and 2. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now the Bears down 24-21. Under a minute 20 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. Able to find Kmet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, goal to go. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. That was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
at their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
A 6-yard pickup.
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Chicago, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.